Yeah, well, solid week. Got back home. Felt like we'd been gone for a little bit, so it was nice to be back and play in front of our home crowd and some comfort here, at the Coliseum. So, yeah, two kind of different types of games. A little back and forth on Thursday against RGV, and we had played, I guess, the three games really technically last week, so there was three of them. So got through the one at Tarleton on Monday, and then RGV. But yeah, a little up and down there, and then kind of settled in as that game went on. And then Grand Canyon, good game, quality opponent, well coached team. So proud of the group. I thought we controlled most of that game, or felt like we were in control of it. Don't know that still watching it back that we played as well as I think we're capable of. But I thought we had some good performances from some players, and some kids stepped up. But that really was the case all week. It was really different people, different nights. But yeah, like where we're at right now, still need to get a little bit better in certain areas, but like where we're at, get ready for the big Utah road swing. So we'll leave on Wednesday to get to Utah Tech for that game on Thursday, and then Southern Utah on Saturday. But big road swing, but it's a big time of year. It's an exciting time of year. We're in the middle of February now. If you're a basketball fan, then this is about as good as it gets.
I mean, I'm sure you talked about it a little bit in the post-game presser, but touching on it again, 4 Lady Jackson double figures. You almost had 5 with Destiny finishing with 9. You've mentioned in the past about consistency and trying to find that. It would be nice to know who would be your star player, but being able to have that 5 or basically 4 people in double figures entering that night this late in the season, that's got to be pivotal for you guys.
Yeah, well, balance and depth, right, are the words that we use quite a bit, and we don't always know who it's going to be, but we have found ways to just complement each other. So when there hasn't been somebody's night, I feel like somebody else has stepped up. In the game you're referring to, there were 4, almost 5 of them, and again, so yeah, I think we're getting kids that are playing at a high level, right? I think other kids that, haven't had these roles in years past, we're late in the year, we're in February, they're starting to figure this out a little bit. And then there's some that haven't probably played as well as they would like here lately, so hopefully we can get them going too. And I keep telling them, there's going to be a game where we all play well on the same night, and that's when we will be at our best. But until then, let's keep working really hard to pick up our teammates' slack and keep moving in the right direction.
What are you going to be preaching to everybody going into big road trip? Ultimately, you are looking at one game ahead, but you do have a bigger opponent when it comes to Saturday. What is the mindset that you're going to be telling everybody before you guys do leave on Wednesday?
Well, we don't really even talk about the one on Saturday. And we brought it up briefly even after the game, is we just got to continue to focus and get better. They all count the same, so it doesn't matter which ones you play. You're either 1-0 or you're 0-1. They all count exactly the same. But yeah, obviously we're a game behind Southern Utah, so I understand the question, and there'll be something to that. But we got to take care of Utah Tech before we even worry about that one, or that one. The meaning of the Saturday game doesn't have nearly the impact if you don't take care of business Thursday. So they just, Utah Tech I'm talking about, just really got after New Mexico State, and I think one beat them by 30, I want to say, something like that, on Saturday. So they must be playing pretty well. We know how well they shoot the basketball and what they can do to you, which is a little bit different. So we'll put our attention to them, and then once we figure out that one, we'll put our attention to Southern Utah.
We talk about the scoring of the Lady Jacks this past week. We had Ayanna Johnson and Jordan Harrison combining for 68 points in the last 2 games. Just to talk about how pivotal that is to get that kind of production from your point guard and your post player.
Yeah, well, great. Obviously, the ball's in Jordan's hands a lot, and she's had a really, really good freshman year, and probably is making her case for freshman of the year in this league, and she just keeps getting better, which I thought she would. I mean, we knew she had a chance to be a good player. But I thought it would be January or February before she really, again, the game could slow for her and we would see her at her best. And she seems to keep getting just better and better. And Ayanna, and we've needed Ayanna. This is our senior leader and our 5th-year player. And with Kirsten out the last couple games, we've needed her to step up and kind of challenged her to do that. And sometimes even in the game early Saturday, I kind of wanted a little bit more from her, and I thought she responded the right way. So, yeah, I mean, they're the bookends, I guess, the 1 and the 5, and, they take care of themselves. But I think, from Zoe the other night and her big double-double, and I think this is the best version of Avery Brittingham. I've said that a couple times this year with the way she's playing, and Dez is better than she's been. And, I mean, just all of them. Tyler's, was hurt a little bit. I think she's back, and had double figures against Grand Canyon. So, yeah, Kyla's been good. Dez has been good. Angel has been good, too. She needs to get going a little bit, and I think she'll start to make some shots, and hopefully we can free her up some. But, yeah, just the whole rotation, and even Van Sickle's come in now, and she's making some shots and become a threat. So, yeah, I like the group, and hopefully we get Kirsten back here pretty soon, and we can just kind of, be playing our best basketball as we get closer to March.
Enjoy the views of Utah. Go try to take care of business, and we'll talk to you when you get back.
Yeah, it's a little it's not the easiest place to get to, but it is pretty once you get there. And if you've never taken the drive from St. George to Las Vegas, that's one of the prettiest drives there is. I know our kids had their phones out and they thought that was pretty cool. So looking forward to the road trip. And there's times getting them away from here too and getting them on the road. We can kind of get those blinders on and just kind of focus on the task at hand. But yeah, we'll be ready and we'll be prepared.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thank you.